Turning now to your community focus, we are joined once a month here on 12 News at 4 by Rhode Island DOT Director Peter Alviti. He joins us now via Zoom. Director, thanks so much for taking the time.
You're very welcome, Kim. Kim, welcome back.
Oh, thank you so much. It is good to be back. I want to start, Director, with the big news. Truck tolls are now turned off after a judge ruled that they are unconstitutional. Yesterday, we checked in with Governor Dan McKee. He said the state is still mulling over whether to appeal that decision. Just want to check in. Any decision made in the last 24 hours on that appeal?
Not yet. Our attorneys are meeting, and they'll be advising the governor. And I'm sure you'll see a decision happening soon.
When you say soon, do you expect by the end of the week?
I'm not going to put a time limit on it. I think everyone has to be comfortable with their review of the information and the ruling that came down, and what path forward makes the most sense and is most suitable and beneficial to the people of the state.
What about you? Are you in favor of an appeal?
I certainly have learned over the many years that I've been in both business and in government to always defer to the judgment of the experts that you hire. And I'm going to be doing the same on this. I'm going to wait to hear what the governor, the findings of the experts, the legal experts, and we'll move forward on that basis.
The state spent $69 million to build out those truck tolls, over $8 million defending them in court. Any estimate how much it would take to take down the gantries if an appeal doesn't move forward? Or would it just be more cost beneficial to leave the gantries up?
I think both of those decisions and those cost estimates are something that I won't speculate on now. The cost should be minimal to take them down if we had to. The decision to leave them out will come out of the discussions that we'll have in the next few days with our legal experts.
Okay, we will stay tuned on that front. I want to quickly revisit the highway flooding that we saw earlier this month. Now that we're a few weeks removed from that, any additional lessons learned or changes that have been implemented since then?
Well, look, the lessons learned are, we have a good assessment for the first time in decades. 7 years ago, prior to 7 years ago, we didn't even know where many of the pipes in our drainage system were, or whether or not they were owned by us or other people. We do now. I think that what we saw during those storms is part of what's been happening over the last 50 years ago. Rainfall intensities and the frequency at which they happen has been increasing. And so the design standards have been changing with those changes in data that's being collected on the changes in rainfall. We constantly review those design criteria and we adapt them. For example, on Route 6 and 10, there is where we had some of the flooding, there's a 42-inch pipe that's servicing one of the areas that flooded there. During the new construction, we're changing that out according to the new design criteria with a 72-inch pipe. And it will have much more capacity than the existing system. So we are making those changes. We're investing in improvements, and we're going to continue doing that to make sure that our systems and our infrastructure are safe and efficient.
Okay, that is all the time that we have. Rhode Island DOT Director Peter Alviti, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Kim. Great being here. And as I said, welcome back and congratulations.
Thank you.